Happy Saturday, everybody. Meteorologist Hunter Forst here. It is November 2nd, so we have 28 days left of the 2024 Atlantic hurricane season. And you can see here for the tropical activity chart, that activity really drops off as we head into the month of November compared to September 10th, which is the peak of the hurricane season. But there are a couple areas we're watching out there right now. We have Subtropical Storm Patty way off towards Europe, and we have two areas down here in the Caribbean that we're monitoring. But as we go over towards Patty, here it is swirling over the Azores right now, bringing them some thunderstorms, some showers, and gusty winds as well. Sustained winds out there, about 65 miles per hour, gusting to 75, moving to the southeast at about 18 miles per hour. But the good news is, as it makes its way over towards Portugal and Spain, it's going to continue to weaken and maybe just become more of a rainstorm rather than a major wind potential, because those winds are going to continue to drop as we head into Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday of the upcoming work week, dropping to about 30 miles per hour as it makes its way over towards Portugal. But here's Patty over here. But we're also watching these two areas just to the north of San Juan, Puerto Rico, and just to the north of Panama in the southern Caribbean. A lot of thunderstorm activity in this area right here, and the National Hurricane Center giving this area a 70% chance of developing within the next 2 days. So we certainly have the chance to see our next tropical depression form heading into Sunday, possibly Monday of the upcoming work week. So let's take a look at the GFS model. This model really is the only one that is saying something's going to form. The European model isn't picking up on much, but the GFS this year has been pretty good on picking up on activity compared to the European model. But here we go heading into Monday, looking like we'll see a tropical depression starting to form. It'll make its way over towards the north and the west, over towards Cuba. A chance it becomes our next named system heading into Tuesday or Wednesday of the upcoming week. Next name on the list would be Rafael, and it's going to make its way into the Gulf of Mexico heading into Thursday and Friday of the upcoming work week. Now, whether this is a tropical storm or a low-end hurricane, there still is that chance. Now, in the Caribbean, the environment is more favorable for development. There's warmer waters and there's less wind shear. As it makes its way into the Gulf of Mexico, the waters are still relatively warm, but they're not as warm as they were in the peak of hurricane season. And hurricanes or tropical systems have a tougher time developing into stronger systems if the waters aren't as warm. And there's also going to be more wind shear in the Gulf of Mexico, which would hinder its development or hinder it from growing even stronger. So that is some good news there. So as we get into Thursday and Friday of the upcoming week, there's most likely going to be a tropical system in the Gulf of Mexico. Now, where this goes is the question, because the main low pressure system hasn't formed yet. We don't have that tropical depression or the closed low. So it's harder for models to pick up on the intensity over the next couple of days or the exact track on where it's going to go. So once that tropical depression does form heading into Sunday or Monday, the models will certainly have a better idea of intensity and where the system will eventually go heading into the end of next week. So certainly we have plenty of time to continue monitoring it here in the Hampton Roads area. Not much to worry about, so that is some good news. But again, certainly going to bring some extra rainfall to areas along the Gulf of Mexico, whether that is a tropical system, tropical storm, or a low-end hurricane. Now again, next name on the list would be Rafael. We have Patty out there over towards the Azores. But again, not much to worry about here in Hampton Roads. We have 28 days left of the 2024 Atlantic hurricane season. And of course, we'll continue to keep you updated here on 13 News Now.